Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the main channel. Now, as you can see, we are back with another episode of Wheel of Anime Adventures. If you've never watched this series, I'd really recommend to go watch the other videos. They're a whole lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy them. Now, the basic premise of this is, well, we spin the wheel that has every single unit I own on it, and we build a team. Now, this team will then run a gauntlet, and once it completes the gauntlet, the series will be over. There's also a challenge wheel that is in the mix, and if I complete my challenge, I am able to keep a unit on the team forever, which we were able to do a couple episodes ago. So as you can see, we have our one unit here, which is Siren, our shiny Siren, which is Evo'd, thankfully. And so this is the one unit we're able to keep, which means we will do 5 wheel spins. But before we get into those, I'm so close to 500 subscribers. I'd really like to hit it this week if possible. And so then I could get you guys the 500 subscriber video soon, and then we could do the 500 subscriber stream on my Twitch. So as well, if you want to see that, that will be linked in the description. Once I hit 500 subs on here, I'll be streaming all day on either Saturday or Sunday, just playing tower defenses, helping you guys out and doing trades with you guys and everything like that. So yeah, please subscribe and check out my Twitch. But without further ado, let's get straight into the wheel spins. All right, so we have our first spin here. Hopefully it's something good. I have added the new units I have got, and we start off with Demon Killer. Now he has a trait, so that's good, I guess. All right, for our next spin, we have let's see. Okay. That's not bad. Next we have Bloodcry, who is pretty good. I don't have her Evo'd, as you can tell, but yeah, that's not that great, honestly. Alright, our next spin. Let's see who we get here. Hopefully a farm. A farm would be massive. Or just a meta unit. And we got Honey and un-evo'd Honey. But luckily, it's pretty easy to evo her. So, yeah, we might even do that this video. And so then we have 2 evo'd Honeys to choose from. Alright, our 4th wheel spin, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. So we have 2 more. I need this to be something good. Shinobi Awakened. Okay, that's pretty solid. Okay, so I lied. I thought Shinobi Awakened was the Evo'd version, is the un-evo'd version. So that is not solid. Let's get into our last spin. Alright, this needs to be someone good, man. We need it bad. Okay, that's huge. That's actually huge. Our final unit is going to be Homura. That is massive. That is obviously huge. Whatever the challenge is, I need to get it done, because Homura is going to be huge to keep. But first, we're going to get straight into the challenge. But before we do that, we're going to spin the challenge wheel. And if you've seen the series before, you may be wondering what's going to happen with the gauntlet, because the Christmas event is no longer in the game, which it was a part of the gauntlet. Obviously, that's just going to be replaced by the, what's it called? By the new April Fool's event. So I'm going to hop in with this guy. There's nothing against the rules saying I can't join people. I mean, I can do this easily with Homura, so it doesn't matter. But let's spin the challenge wheel while we're here. Alright, so while we're loading in, we're going to spin the challenge wheel. Let us see what it is. We have to place an order. Okay, so I cannot forget this. If you don't know what this challenge means, this means I have to place my units in order. So let me go back to the game and show you. Alright, so the rules of this challenge are simple, but they are very easy to forget. So I have to place an order, and what that means is I have to start with Tanjiro and go all the way down. And now once I place all of them in order, I have to start again. I can't place another Homura until I place all of these. So I'm not going to lie, I don't think we're going to make it far, but I do think we are going to be able to complete this challenge, which means we will probably be able to hold on to Homura, and there's no suspense here. There's nothing to debate about. I mean, you know we're going to stay with Homura. Oh my god, Tanjiro's range is trash. So hopefully we're able to do this. Now, obviously, if we are not able to complete the first 3, what's it called? The first 3 levels in the gauntlet, the challenge will not matter, so we are going to have to make it that far at least, which we should be able to do, especially if this guy actually like loads in, but he might not. So yeah, I don't know. I'll get to you guys at the end of this though, and yeah, we'll go from there. So as you can see, we were able to complete the challenge, and don't you worry, I did place an order, and just to make you feel a little bit better, I did only place 1 of every unit, so it can't be hard to mess up the order when you only go through once, because that's all we needed. So now I believe we are going to be moving on to the daily challenge. Let me check my rule book. Sorry, I only do these about once a week, so it's hard to remember every now and then. But yes, we move on to the daily challenge next, which again, we should be able to complete. At least I hope so. Oh, I'm actually worried about the last stage of the story. I honestly feel like the story one should be moved. They made the story a lot harder. I think I'm going to swap story and raid from now on. So, sorry, Gauntlet is officially changing. Raid will be after the daily challenge instead of the last stage of the story, because I do believe the raids are easier than the last stage of the story, at least, solo-wise. So, claim our challenge, I guess, and let's go hop into the daily, which I believe I've already done, so... gonna be kind of pointless. Yep. But let's hop in anyway, and of course, yeah, I know, I already cleared it. I'm not gonna get anything, but you don't understand, game. This is for Wheel of Anime Adventures. It's a lot more important than the stupid rewards. Sorry, I don't want to say that. It gave me 48 from this one, so thank you, game. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna hop right in. We'll wait to load in. I'll see what our teammates are looking like, but I'm not gonna keep the whole thing on. Trust me, I am gonna place an order. Honestly, if my team is strong enough, I'm just going to place the whole wave through, or the whole first through, or whatever it is, and then I'm just going to upgrade Homura, and that's it. That's my plan here. So, let's see how that goes. Hopefully we load in with the full squad. Oh, I went in by myself. Oops. Sorry, that was so stupid. Let me go matchmake it. Jesus, I wasn't thinking. Okay, now that I'm back in the lobby, I can actually matchmake into it and not go into it solo like I did. Also, if you made it this far and you're enjoying, let me know. Should I do this for Vanguards? My only issue with Vanguards is I don't have good enough units to do everything in the game, so I don't know how it would work. Because I recently just started playing it again. So, yeah, let me know. I don't think it would be possible, but just in case. Oh, it better not be just me and this guy. Okay, somebody else loaded it. Okay. Oh, thank you. Sorry, my camera's blocking, but at first it was just me and one other guy. Like, nobody else loaded in. Oh, these are not... Okay, this guy should be able to carry... What is this guy looking like? Oh, we should be good. I'll show you the placement in order. This should be sped up here, and I will show you that I am actually placing them in order, and then I'm probably just going to only upgrade Homura. Don't worry, I would not lie to you guys. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Look at Tundra. Okay, now we get Homura down. And lastly, I'll probably upgrade Siren too. Alright, that's all I'm probably going to place. So, yeah, I'm going to upgrade these. Now, if I have a lot of money, I might place again in order, but you're just going to have to believe me. It'll come up in this order if I do, so you'll know. But yeah, I'll catch you guys at the end of this. Alright, so as you can see, we're approaching the end of the daily challenge here. As you can tell, I realized my face cam was blocking, but you can see it looks exactly the same. I didn't end up placing any more units, so we're good. Now we're going to go ahead into the raid, and it's going to be the exact same thing. Again, I will show me placing the units in order just in case you guys don't believe me. But after that is when things are going to get difficult, right? Because then we move into the last stage of the story, which is going to be fairly hard. Now, I do realize that the April Fool's event replacing the Christmas event doesn't make as much sense because obviously you don't have your team. But yeah, I don't know how we'll have to play that. That'll just be what it is for this episode. We will face those challenges when we get to them. But as of now, that is going to be what it is if we make it to that in this episode. So if you don't know, the way that we have been doing the raids, instead of doing the Phaeton raids, we have been doing the Kid Buu raids because, in my opinion, it is not only harder than the Phaeton raid, but I also need relic shards, so it makes more sense for me to do this. Once again, we can match make. Yeah, we're just gonna have to place an order, and hopefully we're able to complete this, because if so, then we will be able to keep a unit, as long as we keep going with the challenge, because obviously we can head into the story and mess it up, and then, boom, there goes our unit. But if we complete this and are able to finish everything, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. If we were able to place all the units in order and keep going whether we win or lose the gauntlet, we'll be able to keep a unit. And I mean, again, it is no surprise if we succeed. with this, we are going to be keeping Homura, because at least when we had the choice between Siren and a few others, there was some debate on who I would pick, because I believe I was between Vegeta and Siren. But as you can see, we went with Siren, and we're going to be going with Homura now, which means we're pretty good on support. So from now on, we need damage units, money units, and buffs. That's all I really want to see, to be honest. So, yes, we have also fumbled Unique Poseidon twice. So I'd go watch those episodes. They're really fun. And I really enjoy making this series, so if you guys really enjoy watching it, of course, we'll keep going. And like I said, I do want to do one on Vanguards, but again, I don't have good enough units to really do that yet. But once I do, I will probably start that up as well. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Now, if this final person would load in, we could start the game. But yeah, I'll just skip to when it starts and showing you that I place all the units. Alright, so boom, we placed Tanjiro off at the start. I'm honestly probably going to upgrade Siren first, though, because as you can see, it starts off with flyers. Now, I'm not going to be able to get those, but yeah, we'll just place Shaltir up there. We should have enough soon to get Honey. What do they have up here? A Switchblade Triple S. Ooh, unique. Interesting. Let's just place Honey here. Now we can place Sasuke. And yeah, next will be Homura. I'm not sure where I should place Homura, because they're setting up at the front, obviously. I'll put her here. But I really need to get money for Siren. We may be screwed. Okay, we have enough money for Siren now. Oh, we have an Alicia place. We should be good. Their Alicia is not that strong. Not have a unique one. I don't either. I don't even have Alicia, actually. So, not like I have much room to talk. But this should be dead. I'm honestly going to place all of them again, though, just so I could place up there. So, let's put Tanjiro here, Blood Cry, and then we'll just wait on the Honey, and then we'll be good. Alright, my last two units to place are Homura and Siren. So, yeah, just going to place those in order, and then we'll be chilling. So, yeah, we'll just start off with Homura, just that on auto. We'll probably upgrade Homura first now that we have an Alicia, because she'll be able to handle the flyers pretty well, as long as they get upgraded. I assume they will. But anyway, I'm going to show you placing the last Siren, and then, yeah. Okay, somebody else has a flying unit, because Dark Mage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're chilling. So I'm going to upgrade Homura. I will see you guys at the end of this. Alright, so we finished it. Shout out my team here. As you can see, we had a conversation about my channel and stuff. So, you know, shout out them. Shout out Zaza. Look at that. She's said good luck with your video. Shout out him, man. Shout out my team. They carried me to the win, which means so far we are good throughout the challenges, which now we're going to go into the story. So for sure, we can keep a, well, not for sure, but if we lose the story, as long as we place an order, we will be able to keep a unit. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to be walking away with a home run. I just got to not mess up, bro. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, it can't be that hard. I've done it before. Like, just go watch the other ones. I've messed up some easy challenges in this. Because you don't pay attention, bro. Like, you just think, like, I don't know. You just got natural movements and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. But we're going to Shibuya Act 6 on normal mode. This is going to be quite difficult. I'm going to set up at the back. Don't worry, I'm going to place an order. You guys can trust me. I'll show you the unit manager and stuff at the end, hopefully, if I remember. But trust me, I'm going to place an order. If I don't, I'll let you guys know. So, yeah, I'm going to catch you guys when we finish this as well. No reason to watch you do this. I mean, everybody's done the story, so, you know, you don't need to see me do it. But, yeah, I'm going to set up in the back here just because I feel like that makes the most sense. But this is going to be fairly difficult. Well, to no one's surprise, we were not able to complete the story. We just didn't have anything that did a whole lot of damage, so it was a little bit rough in terms of what we could do, right? We couldn't really kill anything. So yeah, but obviously we completed the challenge. Oh, I forgot to show the unit manager. But I mean, you could have saw it the last clip, so there was nothing placed but those. You gotta just believe me. I placed them in order, okay? Um, which means we are gonna be able to keep a unit, and it is obviously not a surprise for anybody who we're keeping. Right, we're going to be keeping Homura. No reason to build suspense on this one. So yeah, we're gonna be losing the rest of these units. Thank God. I don't want to use those anymore. So yeah, just gonna save our Wheel of AA team. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. Like I said, so close to 500 subs. I really want to hit it before the weekend so we could do this weekend stream because I'm gonna be busy the next weekend and I don't want to push this off, right? So yeah, please subscribe and go check out the Twitch so we could do that stream as well. Thank you for watching.